interesting with like working out and strength and shit because like if I get a like a nudie, right, and I jerk off to it that night and I
Yeah.
go to the gym the next day, I like sometimes am not very strong. I'm very like just kind of chill and
You feel like
relaxed.
depleted?
Yeah, kind of actually, yeah. And
Interesting.
the days where I just like go weeks on end without jerking off, like 7 days has been my max actually. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been able to do a full month. I feel like there's like a spiritual journey you go on when you don't nut. And my brain is already working like at such a capacity that I don't need any extra, oomph. Like even
Yeah.
caffeine fucking kills me, you know what I mean?
It's
So
like it's
imagine like
like it's like it brings you two up because you're already
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Interesting.
like 3 days of no nutting, I'm literally thinking about how like the entire world is just a fabric of like computer code. Like nothing really matters, nothing means
Wow.
anything. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And like the fourth day, I can shine a laser at a wall and I can see the code in the wall, like literally the matrix code on the wall. I don't even need DMT. It's just straight nut, no
That's
nut retention.
incredible. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
incredible. So what's interesting for me, man, is like I might be this might sound a little vulnerable here.
Well, sir, you were the one that brought this up, just so we're all clear. So if you wanted to volunteer information about how often you jerk off to me, you could have just done it, but it was weird that you asked me first and obviously didn't really care. So go on.
No, I do care. I'm just saying, like one of the things. That's why I asked. I care about how much you nut, dude. That's why
Hey,
I'm
what headphones do you have?
Bayer Dynamic DT 770s. I got DT 990s too.
They
Or oh, sorry, these are 770s. These are 990s right
do you
here.
have they have headphones or no?
What?
Or microphones, sorry. Do they have a microphone?
No, no.
No,
Their headphones are
no.
good for producing, but
Mm.
they're open back, so you can kind of hear shit out of them.
Yeah,
Uh,
what does open back mean, by the way?
so like open back is there's a few benefits to it, but really in a general scheme of things, it means that if someone else in the room could hear what's going on, essentially. So if my girlfriend was in the room right now, she could hear your voice.
Oh, okay. Would she
Um,
want to? I feel like that'd be annoying though. People would hearing.
no,
Why would you
they're
have headphones if you can
so,
have everybody hear them, you
so
know?
they're good for producing for two reasons. One, there's zero ear fatigue on these. So I can have these on all day and I won't feel tired or my ears won't feel like
Really? How heavy are
destroyed.
they?
Very light.
Very light, yeah.
The other thing is it gives you a really, if you're producing music, it gives you a sort of nice response of like how it would sound in a room versus
Mhm.
like a closed back is all like right in here. So it's just how it sounds in the headphones. So they're
Mm.
really good for producing, also. So
Very cool. So
um
back to
back to
nutting
the
though. Yeah.
nutting. So the
Yeah,
reason I
yeah.
ask is because like I'm not gonna say I do
Yeah, I don't think any of
struggle
us
with
were.
death grip syndrome.
Ah, you have the crab claw.
The crab claw.
The crab
Yeah.
claw. Yes,
And
yes,
that
yes, yes.
that shit kind of
Yeah.
sucks, dude. Like, so
When you
like
shake
that's
people's hands and shit, you're like fucking overly aggressive and
yeah,
like
they're like, whoa,
you
fuck.
like go to hold your girlfriend's hand and you're like literally like breaking her
Yeah,
fingers and
break your
shit.
fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. So that's why I stopped like doing it so much, is because I just wanted to feel things down there again, you know? I wanted to feel
Honestly,
uh,
there's no monkey in the world that can grip you like your fucking right hand. You know what I mean?
dude, like Drake says, that's my favorite Drake song, bro.
You my
All
right
right, hey, you're my
hand, you my
go-to.
go-to. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's real. That's about masturbation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got my girlfriend drunk last night and fucking took her to town. You know what I mean?
Happy Valentine's Day. It's a photo of
uh,
your hand.
I know. Hi, baby.
Yeah,
No,
so
but so
that's why I
what
was,
brought up the nutting thing? I'm very curious
because
actually
like
because
I
this
remember
wasn't
you told me a long time ago, and it makes me laugh every time I think about it. But you told me a long time ago, you were like, yeah, like I think you randomly texted me at like 2 in the morning. You were like, Nut retention is the only way, brother." And I was
yeah,
like, "Oh, okay,
I
all
was
right,
sentient at that point for
yeah."
sure. I
No, and
mean,
I love when you are and everything. So that's why I was curious, like realistically, obviously, I don't think anyone does nut retention because first of all, there's
no,
no
it's
like
impossible.
actual like benefit to it on paper. Like you don't want to get like addicted to like porn and like get like death grip syndrome and shit like me.
Right.
Um but like there's no real like actual benefit to no nutting.
That's not true.
There isn't no
No, that's not true.
scientific benefit to not nutting.
The scientific benefit is a testosterone peak at 7 days. Seriously, I'm not even making that
Actually?
up. Actually,
Oh,
yeah,
so if you're depleting yourself, that means that, oh, I guess that does make
if you have
sense.
low T, it's probably because you're jerking off to some of the most like efficient dopamine like inducing porn ever.
Yeah,
Like it's like whatever fantasy you had multiplied by 50. That's what porn does for you, right? It's like you'll
right.
never have half the shit you've jerked off to, you know?
That's right.
And I'm the same way. I've jerked off to,
You'll
you
have
know,
0% of the women, and you'll have half% of like the actual thing you're watching
yeah,
usually.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, the other thing too is it really starts to build this incel background in you. Like you really start to feel like you hate women because they're all just like sluts and they're all
Right, like
just having
I can
sex and
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but
yeah.
but you know, and then like and then it perpetuates it when you go on Instagram. And of course, the only people you're gonna see on Instagram most of the time is sluts with, you know, the OnlyFans thing, like we've talked about. So
Right.
it builds this like really negative persona, and then that also lowers your T. And
Mm.
so if you start to like it's funny though, it's a slippery slope because if you go too long, like if you go like 4 5 6 7 days, you start to find people that you would not normally find attractive extremely attractive, and you're very
Oh.
willing to pursue things that you shouldn't pursue or wouldn't pursue normally because you just need to get that nut out. I'm not saying cheating or anything. I am just saying that if you're a single man, you might fuck some uglies. You know, if you're a single woman, you might take a few dirty dicks. You know, if you've gone 7 days without
I
nutting.
see. So it
And it's the same for
becomes
women, by the way. If they go
no, it
seven
is.
days without nutting, their estrogen builds up so high that they have to fight someone.
I mean, this is a podcast for men and women. So
Yeah.
like
By
this
the way,
we're
check this out.
oh, that's cool. That's fucking dope.
Right? It's a Tesla coil, literally, basically.
That's
Like
fucking
fucking.
cool.
Anyway,
It's
never need a
cooler than
lighter
those
again.
stupid fucking shoes you got.
By the way,
Um,
we need to show these on the pod since this
here,
brings up a
mine
good
is
point.
cooler though. Watch this.
What you got?
Mine's kind of cooler. I got the cutter on the inside, and then
Oh,
I
it's a
got
cigar lighter.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Butane?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, mine's electric. I never need fucking anything again.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so
All
fuck
right,
me.
yours is cooler. All right.
Yeah, I charge mine. Look, you see that right there? USB-C, baby, right there. Charge that
You just
motherfucker.
charges up. You won't ever need anything again.
Correct. No butane, no nothing. It's not even capable.
But does it have a torch like this?
Does it need one? I have
No.
this. Look, just
Oh yeah. Oh, you're a wire. Does it actually like does the wire affect the taste? Is that
yeah, of
real?
course,
It
of
does.
course. Yeah, it's
Oh,
hemp. Hemp and beeswax versus butane and carcinogens. You tell me.
it's a great point.
Yeah,
Um,
stupid. Also, when
s-
you light the lighter, when you light it with an electric lighter versus this lighter, it tastes different because you don't get the butane. But anyway,
so I
continue.
have a question, Brian. As someone
Yeah.
so sentient and as we were talking earlier today, like as I don't want to say the word manipulative, but as someone that's as you
I
know,
don't know. You wouldn't be the only one. Some people definitely say it. It's
I guess in the
okay.
quasar, like in the quasar, like you're fucking. It feels to me like when I'm not talking to you, I just imagine you go into a cryo chamber and are like getting sent up into like the high heavens to then come back down and preach your word to people. Like
Why
that's
do
how
you
it
feel that
feels.
way? Are you being sarcastic or are you being genuine? It's hard to
I'm
tell with you
being
sometimes.
genuine,
Okay, so why? What makes you feel that way about me?
Brian. Come on.
I just want to know. And
You see this is of all the see this is like your Achilles heel though like of all the things you are of
uh
what
no, that's okay. Continue. I
I
already
was
know what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say of all the things you are you're not self-aware.
Yeah, and my ego's crazy. I know.
No, your ego's not crazy. I think you're very humble.
You think so?
No.
Yeah, I was like, really?
No so what my question was going to be was like as someone so sentient and like you know borderline biblical like yourself what uh how do you feel about like the girls we there's this might be a two-part question. The girls that are into this, but also the just the philosophy behind, let's say, crystals or salt lamps or shit like that. Like, what do
Oh
you,
man.
like? I want to hear like a little bit, like, I want to get a little taste of what you think about this.
I'm gonna get in trouble because the Joshua Tree, the girl that I've been making fun of, the only thing, the whole thing, she's a crystal bitch. So
Okay,
like,
so she's a crystal chick.
yeah. So I'm, I would say like, it's so funny because like placebo is so powerful, right?
Right.
And it's really hard sometimes, even looking back at a situation with hindsight, to be able to feel whether or not you were manipulated into like a horoscope style lifestyle where something tells you you are, therefore you are,
Sure.
or if you genuinely are moved, affected, and energy shifted from some sort of, charge or whatever these things have, right? It's hard to tell. I would say that a lot of it, like in my life, I've never like walked into a crystal shop and been like, oh my God, this fucking crystal speaks to me. I would be lying if I've said that like I haven't had exes or like, whatever, like my buddy Hassan, for example, like a lot
Yeah,
of people
he's
that
kind of a crystal dude, right?
yeah, like there's people that I'm close to are very like that's their religion, that a lot of people really do subscribe to the idea that these stones have these like vibrational frequency type things, and there's a lot of like ancient history about like some of them provide protection, some of them provide vitality, some of them provide like fucking happiness, energy, all these things, right? So they kind of use them as like talismans in that way.
Hmm.
The thing about it for me is that it's like I think that a lot of people got different levels of autism. I think that some people are really into trains. I think that some people like computers, like us,
Right.
and I think that other people, they find a shiny rock on the ground and they pick it up and they worship it for the rest of their lives, and to each their own, bro.
Yeah.
I'm dead
Yeah. No,
ass.
I
Like to
feel
each
it.
their own. I no hate, but also like you're putting your entire livelihood in a rock, and it's
Sure.
like, yeah, that rock's a pretty color, but like, I mean,
But how far does it go, kind of
well, and do
thing?
you and do you really believe that it was like sent from the heavens, or like where
Hmm.
did it come from? And why does it have the energy it has? Why is it on this earth? Why is it in a small form for 5.99 that you can pick up on a bracelet at a fucking gift
Right.
shop?
Yeah,
Like
that's
why is
right.
it has it been co-opted? Is this how it always
It
was?
would give me anxiety too, because like if obviously as you know, there's a lot of crystal shops here, right? And like they're all in
Sure.
the hate area,
Yeah.
and sometimes they're fun to walk
It's actually called
into.
the height.
It's the hate, actually.
Height
It's
Ashbury.
not height Ashbury. It's
No.
hate.
No, there's no hate. Just you. You're
All
the
right,
only one that
we're gonna
hates.
fucking look this up. But I've lived here 10 fucking years. I know I should know I know what it's fucking called, dude. Um, and then I got something to say after. I'm gonna pivot really hard. But
All right, hit me.
there's something like I would get anxiety going into these crystal stores because like if I saw like let's say like an amethyst, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta pick up an amethyst. Like there's a lot of other
That's the purple one,
amethysts.
right? Isn't that?
I don't know. It's a lot
Oh.
of amethysts in the basket. And I was like, well, what I need to pick the right one. And it's like, well, fuck, I don't know what to pick, you know?
Yeah, I
Like,
think a lot of people go on feelings with stuff like that, from what I understand with like Hassan and the chick or whatever. Like they're and other people obviously I've known. They kind of go on this like, and this leads me into my quick before we segue, let me just like because I have more
yeah,
information. Um there's like this thing they say they feel from it. Like it's like
okay.
some people call it deja vu, some people call it like a feeling, a gut feeling, energy, but there's like this thing that is like not you, that's telling you something. You're getting
Right.
transmitted through by something, right? And it's interesting because like I mentioned earlier about the autism thing, like I was half kidding like about like people that are into stones or like autistic, but also on a serious note, have you heard of the autism tapes?
I have not heard of the autism tapes, unless you mean Love on the Spectrum, which I've
No, no, no,
watched
no,
a
no.
lot.
That is something, by the way, I sent in your resume too, so hopefully they pick you up. But I sent in a headshot and everything. They might just need the headshot, honestly.
Dude,
But
that show rules though. I love that show.
by the way, we'll have to get into my Instagram DMs to you because I sent you something about Love on the
Oh,
Spectrum
you
on
did?
there
Okay.
too.
Well,
Yeah. No, that's later. That's
that's
later. Yeah,
second
yeah.
part. Yeah. That's second part.
So
Yeah.
so this autism tape thing is actually crazy because it's a podcast that deep dives this. It's one woman. and she's got a team or whatever, but she deep dives into she meets with, she talks to, she experiences things that parents with autistic children experience that
Hmm.
is like less than talked about, you know. One of the major things on top of there's two major things. One major thing is part of the reason the show is called the telepathy tapes is that there's a non-verbal communication that is documented and verifiable between most autistic kids and their mothers.
Huh.
Like they can non-verbally communicate to their mother.
That's
And so
so insane because in the Love on the Spectrum, like the mother is the one that usually is like knows best
yeah,
with yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like people call it intuition, people call it, mother's fucking ability, all this shit.
All that
But
shit. Yeah.
it seems that there's like for example, they did stuff like the kid's gonna draw, like the person administering the test is gonna tell the kid with autism what to draw, and with blinders on and across the room in the dark and like all this shit, the mother can like say what it is, and vice versa. Like they can tell the mother what she's to draw something, and the kid's like he'll write out like bird, butterfly, like like there's something. It's like a spiritual umbilical cord, for lack of a better
Wow,
term. There's like
that's
this
really
like connection.
interesting.
The other major thing that these people have is there was a story in particular where one of the children had a huge collection of these crystals, these rocks, these gemstones. Every
Hmm.
time he'd go, this is the one, I need this one, he'd pick it up. One day, the mom hid them because she was just, I don't know if she was over it or what, I don't know the full circumstance, but basically she just decided one day she's going to hide them from him and like try to move him forward and see if it was like uh sort of like a blankie, like if she can move him away from the comfort.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like get him
um
like less dependent.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And she's hidden stuff, and she explained to the person, she's like, I have a bunch of different hiding places, he probably knows a few. I hid these in a brand new place that even he doesn't know about, and he found them as soon as he came home right away. He walked right to them. He said that he could hear them.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah,
So
man.
it's like, I don't know. I
The,
really don't
who
know.
who knows, man? Like who knows, dude? Yeah, like that's the thing about the like even watching Love on the Spectrum, other than being autistic myself, like that's really the only other
Super
example.
high function is the wrong term nowadays, I guess. There's like a new term for it, like the
Yeah.
unhoused or whatever, same thing. But like you're very high functioning autism for sure. It doesn't
Thanks,
show at
man.
all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only a
So
little bit actually.
so it's wild because like in this Love on the Spectrum show, like there's this chick, she wants to like fuck a train, kind of. Like that's how she is. Like
What did I tell you? Some of them get the trade one, bro. I don't know what that
the
is.
train one, some get the music producer one,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of
yeah,
you guys
some
out
get the
there.
video game one. So
Hey,
yeah.
idiot
So
savants, you know what I mean? That's what we
yeah,
do.
right. But it's crazy because you wonder like just like anything else, it's clearly a an illness, but they're high functioning, a lot of
Is it
these
an
people.
illness? Is that a right?
Is
Is that the
I don't
right
know. I
definition?
don't know if that's correct or not, but these people
Some
are
will
like
call it a
high function.
superpower.
Some are pretty smart. Like there's this one guy, Sabat, he's the best one. He fucking tells his he can if you told him January, 20th, 1969, he would know what day of the week it was. Like shit like that.
Wow.
It's pretty
Wow.
insane.
Wow.
It's just like how do you get to that point? Um, but a lot of big conversation is like how does autism caused, right?
Mm,
Like RFK is kind of going after that right now and all that, but it's like it seems like a lot of them are smarter than your normal person too. You know what I mean? Like
mm,
the people like my mother that think that the Golden Gate Bridge was a quote unquote natural wonder. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like they're smarter than that, you
Sure.
know? So why are people going after the root cause of autism? Is it because they burden people?
I think the concern is the inevitable retardation of society. I mean, you know,
Uh
uh, you see the trends going in a direction where people are being less social, right? And people are getting more comfortable isolating. And that in itself breeds autism, as you found out during the pandemic. When you isolate yourself, you really start to get
Yeah,
fucking
that's true. I turned
bad.
autistic over the pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even like I literally don't even know who I was talking to when you were living in Connecticut. I feel like you were a different person, you know? Um,
I mean, I was having a great time, but I mean,
I mean, hey,
yeah.
I'm sure they all are, every one
I
of them.
I watched, speaking of mental disorders, I watched the show, the entirety of this show that came out recently. It's called Balin Out Loud. Have you heard of this?
Mm-mm,
It's about this chick. Actually, I'll pull up a photo of her. I want to get your thoughts about like her.
sure.
But it's about this chick.
Hold on while
Um,
you're doing that. Let me grab the Luigi's real quick so I can pull them up in a second.
yeah. So this
All right.
is uh this is Balin here.
Okay.
Okay. This is
Oh,
Balin.
this is the one with the she has Tourette's,
She
right?
is she doesn't just have Tourette's, she's got like the Tourette's, the
Yeah,
one like
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Tourette's, like
I've
the
seen
one
this.
where she's like fucking cursing and calling everybody a
The
bitch.
the
And
Tourette's guy, like she's like being the Tourette's guy, like shit, don't talk shit on total. Tourette's guy, right?
yeah, of course, yeah,
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 the
yeah,
tuba, right? Like that guy.
yeah,
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 no, I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but she's got like the Tourette's. She's in public and shit. And like my favorite thing is her family's from they're all from West Virginia, which like historically isn't the most liberal place in the world.
No,
So
nor is it the least incest place in the world either. So
exactly. I know
yeah,
for a fact. So her one of her ticks, she goes to this thing in the show called TickCon, which like I want to go to that.
Tick
I
con.
TickCon. It's like a convention where people with Tourette's and their ticks go to, and they sort of talk about what it's like to have Tourette's, and it's like a community
Yo,
thing.
we
But
need
you're literally,
tickets. We got to get
I need to
tickets.
go there. I want to go so bad.
If
It's in
you if
Dallas.
you find tickets to that, like get me buy two. I'll pay you. We're going.
We're going. All right,
Yeah,
we could
we're gonna
double it up
film.
too because
We're
it's
gonna
in
film a
Dallas.
live podcast
Yes, a
there.
live podcast.
Yeah,
We can go to it's in Dallas, and then we go to Austin to the mothership. That's what
I'm
we do.
down. I'm so
So
down.
that's a good plan. So TickCon, okay? So TickCon, it's a convention where these people
Not
with
to be
Tourette's,
confused with the TikTok convention that people show up to.
yeah, or TwitchCon, which is essentially the same thing.
Yeah,
Um,
that is the same thing.
so basically she goes to TickCon and like she's giving a presentation. One of her ticks is when she sees this bald person, she has to call them bald. She's like, "You're bald, you're bald." She goes, "Bitch, fat bitch." Like she says, she curses, she does all this shit. And my favorite thing is like she's literally at the tick convention and she's sitting down and she's giving this like, thing and she's cursing in between her speech. And the best thing about it is while she's giving it, the audio in the crowd are people with ticks going like "fuck you, bitch." Like they're tweaking out too. It's not tweaking, they're ticking out in the crowd, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking awesome. So I want to go to TickCon really bad. That said, um I know for a fact, like if she has that tick where she needs to call people bald, and she's from West Virginia, and her family is like looks very red. I know for a fact those editors had to cut out all the racial shit.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
know she was going around like she had a fucking Uber Mohammed ass Uber driver at one point,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it was like it was fucking it was just
She's like a person that you could tell she would say the term moon cricket. You know what I mean? You could just tell she's got it in her to really drop a few bars.
Dude, that's one of the most racist terms ever, by the way,
Oh, for
dude.
sure. And it sounds innocent, but it's definitely not it's literally the most racist thing you've ever heard. And
Uh,
it's in one of the best show or movies, by the way, Black Dynamite. I think I told you about this last time,
yeah,
but
you did. You plugged Black Dynamite the last time.
it's
Yeah.
in that movie. So it's like the one of the fucking the president's wife uses it. You know what I mean? So
Wow,
yeah,
that's a racist term.
100%. It was
But yeah, I
Nixon's
know
wife.
Balin's dropping some M bombs, M bombs here and there.
Yeah.
I know she's going crazy and it's nuts because she's literally at this like bar, and this is the best thing. She's at this bar drinking, and
Are
like
they
when she,
allowed to drink?
I guess when she drinks, her ticks come out. And yeah, it's pretty unreal.
Okay, so like there's got to be rules for them that they can't do things that other people can do, right? Like you can't smoke.
Absolutely. The reason why I was bringing up Balin out loud is to merge it with the autistic conversation, which is like autism. Yeah, it's a superpower for a lot of them. Balin is one of the luckiest people on earth.
Because she gets to say whatever she
She
wants.
gets to curse and call people names to their
Yeah.
faces. Like it's like the South Park Tourette's episode when Cartman sees the kid cursing, and he
Yeah, yeah,
goes,
yeah, yeah.
he could say that and get two Superman toys. Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit.
Yeah.
And then Cartman gets like self-diagnosed himself with Tourette's, and he's going around and he's like, Jew, fat Jew, ginger Jew, retard. And like,
But when I do it, I get hate crime fucking
right.
charges.
Balin's the luckiest person on earth, you know.
Sure, sure.
So I want it. I want to self-diagnose myself Tourette's, and I want to live in that world, and I want to go to TikCon and I want to see what's up.
That's awesome, bro. I really love that for you. It's a good segue, TikCon, into heroes, autism, the whole thing. One of our favorite people, Luigi Mangione. We call him, as you can see by my screen name here, Luigi Walk 'em Down Mangione, Young Walk Down. I picked up a pair. I was excited. Let me go back. I was excited
This
to
is
call my
speaking of
buddy.
autism, by the way.
Yeah, I was excited to call my buddy. I got something new that I was really excited to show my buddy Andrew here, folks. Friend of the show, this guy, and I really thought that he would have the same, appreciation for like a really niche piece of art. It's like a very like, it's
It,
obviously
it,
it's obviously
it,
not authentic, but it is very it's very what's the word
this
inspiring.
this is the thing I don't understand. I'll wait till you're done, but
No, it
this
doesn't sound
is
like you're going to. Go ahead.
no, I'm gonna wait till you're done because is it really art if someone else already did it?
It's art because you've reimagined it.
By putting another symbol on it?
No, 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 no. There's more to that than that. It's by the way, and it's like it's also paying homage to the greatest shoe ever created by making some sort of design on the shoe model. So like, maybe don't be such a puss. But
Well, we can
oh, go ahead.
let's
Oh,
talk
go ahead.
more about this. You continue, unveil the item, and then
No, no, no.
we'll
I mean,
talk about
we
it.
might as well wait because people are gonna wonder what it is this whole time. So might as well build some tension. You know what I mean? Let's go.
I don't think that I've always said it's not art if I can do it. That's
You
just what
can't
it
do
is.
this.
What can't I do about it?
You are the least creative person I've ever met, by the way. I'm sorry, that was me. We didn't have to. We didn't have to take it there. We didn't have to. We're trying to be nice today, folks. We're trying to be
Well,
nice.
no, I'm being mean towards your shoes. If you want to take it personally,
uh,
we can, but
I
I'm
do
just
because I designed these with them, so like it's really offensive for
you
you. I'm the
design them
I'm
with
the
them.
CEO shooter, so like for me to, you know what I mean. I was the
Let
inspiration
me
behind it.
ask you something, bro.
What's
Let me
up?
ask you something. I'm just gonna lay this out from my perspective and my thoughts, okay? And then we can speak about it, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So the chunky donkeys, right?
The chunky
The
donkeys, is that what you call them?
the Nike shoes, they're called the chunky donkeys, bro. Okay.
Okay,
So the Ben and Jerry Nike shoes, the chunky donkeys, right?
okay.
Those are sick. Really cool collab. One of Nike's like probably the most innovative thing Nike's done in a long time with was those shoes. Super,
Do you have a
super
picture of them?
cool.
I actually haven't seen these.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't know
Please.
what these look like?
No, I'm not a big sneakerhead like you.
All right. Here, I got you. Hang on.
Yeah, I've never been a sneakerhead, so for you to try to like piss on me for this is funny because
That
like it's the
you
least
tried to be a
important thing.
sneakerhead.
No, it's the least
No,
important
no,
thing
you
to me.
try. Let's
No,
get
no,
this. No,
I
no, let's
picked these
define our
up
terms first,
literally.
okay?
No, no, I
I'm
picked
watching
these up
Charlie Kirk, and this
because
is
of
something he
the
says. He goes, "Let's
inspiration behind
define
the
our
collab.
terms. Let's
No,
define
no,
our terms here."
the
You were a sneak.
collaboration is why I grabbed it, not because of a shoe or anything. It's because if they made a fucking goddamn fucking dildo with Luigi Mangione, I'd pick it up. You know what I mean?
These are the chunky donkeys. These are
All
the
right, so there's a little similarity there. What do you want from me?
these
But
are the
they're
Ben and
dunks.
Jerry.
These are Jordans. This is a dunk. These are the ones I have are Jordans.
These are the one of the coolest Nike collabs in a long time. Okay.
I
And
agree. Those did
so
look sick. I'm not gonna lie. Those are pretty sick.
and I don't know if you saw they're currently running on StockX for 6 grand.
Six
They're
grand.
yeah, dude, they're fucking expensive, right? Like
Dunk collabs are always the most expensive. The
always
lobsters are like
the
five too.
Haritos collab
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
those ones, right? So these ones they're running for six fucking grand, dude. Nuts, right? So, I think those are really cool. And one of the interesting things about them is like it's one of those the box isn't even a box, it's a cylinder like for ice cream.
Yeah,
Pretty cool,
yeah,
right?
that's sick. Yeah.
Right. I imagine yours came in something like that
I
because
mean, a regular shoebox, but similar. Like it had the
okay.
top to it.
So that's the thing is like, a lot of people came into this project and were like, let's fucking design a collab Ben and
By the
Jerry's
way,
Nike
same thing
shoe.
for mine, by the way.
No,
By the
I'll
way.
explain how yours came about. So a
No,
lot
I
of
don't think you did. I don't think you even know because you
no,
didn't
I
even know what they were until I
I
showed
know
you.
for a fact this is how this went down.
Okay.
The people at Ben and Jerry's and the people at Nike said we can't wait to do this collab. It's going to be great. So they designed this insane shoe, popped off. It's a lot of people's grail. I would
Sure.
love to own a pair of those. I think they're awesome.
Sure.
Then a few years down the line, uh, probably a group of guys in a college dorm room said, what would be fun is if we took that exact same design, put it on a high top, and put Luigi Mangione's name in the
No,
back.
they're Jordans though, too. They're
A
not
high top.
they're not dunks, is what I'm saying. It's a completely
Okay,
different
so
model
then let's
shoe.
let's reskin a Jordan
Yeah.
with the exact same design that somebody else did and throw it on and throw Luigi Mangione's name on the back and probably charge how much did those run you? I'm gonna ask.
150.
150, that's a pretty good price for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it back. But no,
I was like, okay.
150 for those
Yeah.
shoes?
Yeah. 100%.
What are they called?
They're called Corporate Killers, Luigi Marshmallow Blast, Cold Sins. You probably can't get them anymore. They're the way Cold Sins does it. I've done three with them so far. I got a Marlboro Jordan 1 low for my buddy Nick. I got Newports for my other buddy who's black, who's fucking his name's Derek, he's a security guard. And then I just got these. They drop collabs all the time. What are you doing? You having problems or
So you can buy them still.
oh you can? Cool.
Let's see how much these are running for.
You can get the 2 pack. I got Hassan and I got the 2 pack. So I got the colored ones and then he got the black and white ones.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
So, and again, I recognize that I'm yucking your yum right now, and that's pretty
It's okay,
fucked
bro.
up.
I'm used to you being
But all
a
I'm
piece of
saying is
shit.
like these are essentially these are
Oh,
the
they are dunks, huh?
this is the
Are they dunks
exact
or Jordans? I can't even tell.
they look like they're a Jordan 1 profile.
Yeah, right. Okay, so they are Jordans because the
Um
bottom is what gave it away for me. Yeah,
so
they look like that exactly. I
they
mean,
look
this
exactly
is
like this.
them right here, folks.
Yes, right. And then look, that box looks exactly like the one that it came in, right?
Look at
Yeah, same color, same everything.
corporate killers.
So then I guess for 150, that's like not a bad price. So my
Right.
my my
It's like a
bad.
novelty thing. Why are you tripping?
Right, my bad. I thought you paid like 400 for those.
No, see, that's your autism. That's
That's
your
me
being a
being a
retard.
hater, and
Yeah.
I recognize that. Yeah.
Look at come on, bro. Come on, man. These are sick, dude. How are you gonna hate on these? Like
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'll eat
for a
my words for that
look,
one.
for a buck 50. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
No, I get it. I
I
get it. I
mean,
get it. I get it.
I don't even
Yeah.
ever have to wear these. I can just put them in a fucking case and put them up and be like, yeah, fucking remember when that guy shot the CEO? Haha, I got his shoes. Like just it's stupid. It's fun.
No,
And
it is fun, and
it
that's
feels
my
like real
bad.
cow hair too. Like there's something going
Right.
on with this,
No,
so
I certainly yucked your yum, and I apologize for that. If you told me you paid anything over 200 for that, I would have been roasting you, but
sure.
you were right under at 150, and for that I respect it and I
Right on the mark, right
understand.
where I need to be.
I understand that. So that's my bad. That's
Hey,
my
it's
bad.
cool, bro. It's cool. I'm used to defending myself.
I just have a really hard time with like people taking a design that's already there, slapping a new thing on it and being like, hey, check this out. Let's release this to everybody. We
Hey,
did this.
I'm not saying this is the most like intuitive fucking
Which
thing
is
since
ironic
sliced
because you and I
bread.
are doing a podcast, you know? So,
Right, 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 right.
so,
Actually, wow. Wow. All right, well, that's it, folks. That's all we got for
yeah, all right,
today.
goodbye.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Um, no, but no, so that's hey, that's my fault. I'll eat my words on that one.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you're packing up all your stuff right now too. I can see, which looks fun. Looks like you're moving and stuff, which has nothing to do with the shoes, but I was gonna try to connect it to your
No, I know,
getting
and
out
you
of the
called me
box and
randomly and
everything.
you were like, "Hey man, give me 3 minutes. I want to show you this thing I got." And
I was excited.
I was an asshole. I was a dick.
Yeah,
I was a
because
dick.
you don't get a lot of wins in your life. So every time you talk to me, you gotta one up me. And I don't really mind because like for me, I'd rather just have a friend than have nobody, but I really do don't like I noticed that that is what I am to you. I'm just the punching bag for your sad existence.
Right. That's right. So
Right, 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 right.
that's exactly what that is. So
By the way, I thought we were doing a DUI pod. Why am I the only one getting fucked up?
because it's 1 p.m.
So you told me we were doing a DUI pod next. I don't give a fuck. Let's
No, I
do
want
this.
to do a DUI pod soon, but yeah, dude, I'm gonna
Uh,
use this moving thing as an excuse for like the next 2 months.
bro, I already know it. Yeah, you're gonna be moving for a year and a half somehow. Bro, I just haven't unpacked this one box
Oh
yet,
shit, dude, no, I gotta do
bro.
this. No, I made time today, right?
I'm so happy that you did. Yeah, and I, honestly,
Me too.
I kind of was like nervous. I was like, I called you this morning. You were in your new apartment that you aren't really in yet all the way, and I was asking you what you were
I
doing, and
got
you
the
were very
keys though.
snappy with me. Remember, you
Yeah,
were very
I was
rude.
kind of on my man period this morning, sort of like how I
Yeah.
was when you called me to talk about those shoes and
Yeah, and what's been going on lately with you, Andrew? Is there anything you want to discuss publicly on the pod in front of
yeah, of course.
everybody? Or
I'll discuss what's going on. Like I don't
sure.
know. I feel like a lot of the time I just a lot of changes going on, man. It sucks. Like I like the new neighborhood. I like the new digs, but I'm gonna miss living high on the hog up here, dude. I
Sure.
really am. It's
Sure.
gonna suck. So I guess I'm just sort of like I'm not really good with change. I'm really not. I got really upset when I had to move out of that garage, even though it fucking drove me nuts. Because I was like, damn, I guess I just suck with change. I don't know what it is. I just get
Mm.
really weird about moving and shit. I've done it 8 times
But
since I've lived
it's
here.
not all change because you change your job, you change your friends, you change your passions, like mostly, I mean, like there's one that you've been consistent with, which is music, but I mean, like in general, you've shifted who you are, you've changed a lot. So I don't think it's change. I think it's something else.
No, it is change, I would say, because like it's more so like it's easy. There's some things that are easier to evolve with. A living situation is kind of like you're I don't know. I've moved 8 times in 10 years, and that's a
Okay.
lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
And
you
it's just,
changed a lot.
yeah, and I hate move. I guess I just hate moving, is what it is. I get all
Is it
weird.
the
I get all pissy and weird. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, again, like there's a root cause there we can get to if you're willing to open up a little bit. But
Well, it's really, I would chalk it up to that the hostages haven't fully been released yet.
I can
Um,
understand how that would weigh on you heavy. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I can definitely understand that because you are Jewish and everything. So,
I'm not Jewish,
um,
but yeah.
but really though, like there is something about like
See,
it.
this is what I was saying earlier
What?
when I was saying about how when I did get pissy to you, I was saying that you were gonna find a way because you questioned me about the dimensions, right? I was like, I gotta measure stuff, and you're like, oh, you don't know the dimensions. You can't eyeball a
No,
thing.
I was just like, why? Like, you need to know specifically that you're gonna have 4 inches on each side of your bed frame. Like, what do you need to know? Like weird, just
Right. But
fucking
I
you.
thought that you were gonna launch into being like, if you can't eyeball the dimensions, how are you supposed to eyeball the sea of life in front of you? How are you supposed to like How are you supposed to
No, I
eyeball
mean
where things
you
fit
eyeball
inside your general life? And I
you're
knew
so
that's not
good.
what you
No,
were.
you're so good at estimating in your life. You've eyeballed so many drone strikes on the Gaza Strip without
Yeah,
even really measuring anything at all, by the way. You're
I
just like,
was
eh,
flying
roughly in that
Mario
area.
karts in there during a rave, right?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You toured the tunnels specifically so you knew what to bomb. You know what I mean? That's what it really was. So,
Yeah.
but no, for real though, like, there's something there, bro. Like there's something in you where when it's like we've talked about your growing up stuff and you have like a pretty, relatively uh let's call it normal, but like lack of like huge pains in your childhood. You had a lot of change in your childhood, but you didn't have like these huge like losses until you became more of an adult, right?
Mm, I mean, I grew up with two parents
Yes. So right there, you're
that
already better
weren't
than
no
50% of the time.
that hated each other, and I've never seen them in the same room more than once.
Better than half the people here.
Um,
I don't even know my dad.
no, of course, no, I know. And then
Just kidding.
my mom hated my dad so much that she would use me as a means to get back to him. So she would
Oh yeah,
send
okay.
me to my dad's house with like really tight shoes or really tight shirts so that my dad and so that I would associate with that with being uncomfortable.
See,
And
so it seems like there's something deeply rooted in like the home
it,
thing for you that has nothing to do with moving. It has everything to do with being used as a pawn.
yeah,
Yeah. And I'm
I,
sorry that that happened to you, Andrew. I love you and I appreciate you for who you are as an adult today. And I'm sorry that childhood Andrew had to go through that.
no,
Because that
that's
means
fine. It's all good. I feel like I'm chilling, but you're insisting that there's something wrong with me, or you're
that's
insisting that
not
there's like a
wrong.
root cause.
That is
So,
the root cause. So surely is that you have some sort of childhood trauma associated with moving around. That's why you get attached to these dumps. Because at least you're not moving.
yeah, could be,
Maybe.
could be, yeah,
But anyway, I digress.
yeah. I mean, nut retention's the only way.
That's all I've ever known, by the way. Like I'm on like hour 6 right now and fucking I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Locked
Yeah,
in.
no, but that's why I was kind of in a pissy mood earlier. Was I was like, I don't know. I felt like you were gonna try and spin me up.
Which is wild. Like, why you're always on so much defense with me? What is this? Like, you feel like you're gonna get attacked all the time by
Well,
me?
I don't know, dude.
Somebody
Like,
who has put in so much effort to try to make you a better person. You think I'm just gonna tear you down for
just
fun?
listen back to this. You know?
This is not good evidence, okay? This is not what we're talking about here. No, but for real though, like at the end of the day, like I want nothing but the best for you, and that's why we fucking we talk our shit and we do what we do. But if you have some sort of weird trauma around moving, like I need you to get to the bottom of it because I can't have any bitches on the roster. You know what I mean? That's my thing.
What do you mean, bitches on the roster?
You got to figure out your shit, homie. You're gonna ride with me for life. You got to be a fucking grown ass man and work it out, brother.
But I do work it out in my
No,
private
no, no.
time.
You gotta work it out, brother. Gaslight yourself into fucking, you know what I mean? Into just pure misogyny. That's what I need from you.
Yeah, that's the way, I think.
Yeah, David Goggins yourself into like just 4 a.m. workouts and you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna do the fucking Saratoga water face wash every day.
Dude, that shit is so funny. Which this actually brings up a good segue here. Why don't we pull up my Instagram DMs? I've been
Yes,
sending
let's
you
do
a
it.
lot.
Let's
Uh
do it.
by the way, folks, I send these to him with the intent of viewing them on the podcast for everybody to see. So I hope you guys enjoy this with us. This is going to be Andrew's first time as well. So we're all going to be, besides myself, we're all going to be experiencing this for the first time. So enjoy.
Please also watch our last episode called Katy Perry Killed a Nun. I think it was one of our best ones to date.
We haven't
Um
uploaded it yet because I'm still waiting on the episode that Andrew's holding hostage that he claims he's uploaded 5 times, but actually never did. So
no, I did upload it and
it's not there. I
okay.
could prove that to you. Do you want me to?
I could prove to you that it is.
Show me. Go ahead right now. Live on
Okay.
the pod.
Look, I'll show you right now. hang on. I want to one sec. Sorry, I'm using a second monitor, so technology is a little difficult for me at the moment.
What does your setup look like now?
Well, it's the same setup it's been, but just all right, let's see.
Go ahead, share the screen. Show everybody. You know what I mean? Go no, no, no. Go ahead and go to the Google Drive.
Do you see my desktop?
No, I only see the one with your messages from Instagram.
Oh, well, look. Hang on. Sorry, the orientation's all fucked up. I should have. So, literally, I have it right here. It's called Good Luck Brian. You see it?
No, I don't see anything. You can look at your screen. There's nothing on there. I don't know what you put it, but all I see is the Instagram window still.
See? Good
There
Luck
you go.
Brian.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah, it's not
How
on
hard
Google
is it for
Drive.
me to throw it into Google
It's not
Drive and
on the
upload
Google
it?
Drive. I don't know. How hard is it, Andrew?
I don't know, but let's go through some Instagram
Why
posts and
don't you
we'll
open up the Google Drive and show me that you
because
uploaded it?
I don't want people I don't want to get like docs. I don't want people to see our folder where all the magic happens.
Because it's not uploaded.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know why. I've tried multiple times. I guess it kept failing, I guess. It's
And you
easier.
just lie to me and tell me it's
Yeah.
a permission thing. What is that? Why do you do
No, it
that?
could I think it is a
No,
permissions
but why do
thing.
you do
No,
that? What is
because
that about you?
I'm being so dead serious.
No, but seriously though, what is it about you that has to like you just like fucking shove shit off to the side and you don't want to address it when you're being called out about something that is very simple. It's not even hard. It's
No, let me
not even like you
explain.
owe me anything. You just have to upload it and I won't even I'm not even mad or anything. And you still run from the responsibility. What is that?
No, let me explain. I uploaded it. I
Did
closed
not.
my
You
computer.
did
I
not.
walked away. You said
You
it's not
did not
uploaded. I
upload it.
went
It
back
never
and I
uploaded.
saw, no, it was. I saw that it wasn't uploaded.
It doesn't unupload, by the way. It doesn't delete
No, it
itself.
failed. I think it failed.
Failed.
I think it
Okay.
failed. And so
So
then
you were
I
uploading it,
went
but you
back
didn't
and I
upload
saw it
it.
on the folder and I said, okay, well, it's there. And
Yes.
then it like I guess it's in my drive, but it's not in the shared drive, I guess.
That doesn't make any sense. It's my drive. I created the Google Drive and just gave you the password to it. My drive is our drive. There's only one person.
All right, well, I'll upload it right now. But before I do that,
Do it after the fucking podcast if you're fucking
before I
really.
do that, do you know about
The
this?
hell is this? No.
So this, I was
The
looking into
Chicks
this.
Club crater? What the
Yeah,
fuck is
dude.
that?
So this is the second biggest impact zone in the entire world, and it happens to be in Mexico. Okay.
Okay.
They have traced it back where this impact zone, the thing that impacted was the thing that exterminated or made the dinosaurs go extinct.
No, 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 no. They've already proven that that was in the Pacific Northwest.
No, it was this.
Was it?
It was this. It was the Chuck's Club crater in Mexico.
Oh, wait. No. Yeah. Maybe you're right,
So
actually.
it's the second. Yep, when 66 million years ago, when an asteroid, uh, the second largest impact structure on Earth,
It's
and
only a half mile deep, though. That's kind of crazy.
they've traced it back. That's 75% of plant and animal species on Earth, including all non-avian
Okay,
dinosaurs.
but wait, check that out though. It's 120 miles wide, but it's a half mile deep. That's kind of a crazy. Like, how thick is the Earth's crust?
That's a great question, but I mean,
It seems like it's like Teflon Don status, like bulletproof. Because if look at a fucking world hit our world and it only created 120 wide by a half a mile. I could throw a fucking baseball half a mile. I feel like half a mile is only
but
2,500 feet.
this is the thing that believed to have caused the mass extinction of the dinosaurs.
It's just crazy. I'm not disputing that at all, by the way. It's just crazy to me that like they claim that like the Earth's crust is this like thin little like Ferrero Rocher style like
Right.
shell,
Yeah, shell,
but
yeah.
it just deflected
Bro, I
like
gotta
10
stop.
billion
I
tons.
gotta do nut retention, by
Yeah,
the way.
you're trying to smash or what?
This
I see
graphic
you,
is
bro.
nuts.
Dude.
This graphic is crazy. I need maybe the nut retention is the way to go. This is wild.
Holy shit. Oh, fucking A. All right. Go back to the Instagram, bro. Let's get
Real
back on
quick. No,
topic
but
here.
isn't this interesting?
What made
But
you bring this up, by the way?
um, I don't know. What?
Whoa.
What?
That was a cool little Easter egg. And it shook the screen too. That was funny.
Whoa, that was kind of crazy. But yeah, man, imagine like this little thing right here. This is the thing to
What
believe to.
literally, like you brought it up out of absolute nowhere. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Isn't it just interesting? Like this
It
is
is
the
interesting, but what are you segueing to?
well, it's just that it can happen to us at any time.
No, but I'm gonna show you in my DMs why, like, I'm glad that it's gonna only happen to India. You'll see.
Yeah, right
All
on. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
right,
All
all
right,
right. So wait, but real quick, let me set some ground rules here because we
okay.
got to get through these. But
I'll
you got
go
to
to
go to
the
the very
top.
top. Yep,
Very
very
top. Yep,
top
very
from the
top.
last one you saw. Where was it? Keep is it keep going? No, go down, go down. You already saw these.
Yeah, 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 I did. Okay.
You saw that. You saw that. You saw the way I cook. I show
Yep, I
this
saw
really
the
how
way
I
you
cook. Okay,
cook.
okay.
Yep.
This one, starting with the Brian Johnson one. Go up. One more.
All right.
Right there.
Cool. All right, here we go.
All right.
Do it. Don't 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 do it.
So does he do nut retention? Is that his thing too?
He's just a goofball, and he tells everybody everything medical that's going on with him, and like people roast him in the chats, and I think he's trolling back or whatever. But like, basically, yeah, like he's saying like, now my fucking fingernail changed from this to this, and now
But
this, yeah,
his like inside is that of an embryo, right? Like he's like
yeah. I think
fucking
he's technically like like historic pre dinosaur embryo at this point. Like he's like the first germ cell inside.
wow.
He's so young.
Does and so he posts about his like erections?
He just posts everything medical, and apparently like the nighttime erection thing is something to do with like lack of blood flow or something, and it's like something with his cardiac or
Huh.
cardio. I don't know. He's a fucking. It was just
What a narcissist.
yeah. It's you, by the way, with the magic pills that you've been taking. You don't work out at all, by the way.
No, I don't, but
Now remember you
why did
said
I
that
why
you
did I
said a
catch a
bunch
fucking stray?
because you sent me that text. I was just doing a callback. You said this is
I don't
all my
remember sending that to
supplements.
you at all. I'm just kidding.
I
Yeah, I
was like,
did.
I'm about to pull it up
I
right
did.
now.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, whatever. Loser. You told me you were done with this. Oh, hey, cut the music. We got hit hard on the fucking copyright last time. So if there's any, that's the other rule I was gonna tell you. If
Oh,
there's
we
any,
did?
yeah, if there's any music, just make it mute.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine.
So Kanye West on site probably isn't the move then.
We'll just edit that part out. It already auto edited. It's fine. But you
Okay.
see what's happening here?
Yeah, so this is the car I drove the other day.
Right, electric.
It's an electric smart car.
Yes.
Oh, and they're trying to fill it up with gas.
Sure, certainly, yes.
Wow, interesting.
But these are women in men's roles or whatever the fuck that thing is, right? Like this is what happens when men are absent from the picture. You see what
This is the all-female flight that was on that Delta plane that flipped
I'm-
over. They're on their way to work in this.
Oh shit.
All right,
That's
that's a good one.
amazing.
All
That's
right, let's see.
amazing. You win that one. That was a good one.
Ways to speak to your man. Instead of saying,
I totally understand, and I'm here to listen when you need me.
try saying,
Watch your tone when you talk to me, and get out of my face before I call your mom.
Instead of saying,
I'm sorry, babe, not tonight. I'm just not feeling it.
try saying,
I swear to God, if you come within 50 feet of me, I will gone girl your so hard you will never be in the public eye again. Instead of saying,
Do you mind helping me with something?
By the way, this feels really like realistic to like you.
This is trauma core, by
yeah,
the way.
this is like no, not for nothing. I do find this funny, but I think only you find this especially funny.
Yeah,
because like this is like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
life.
This was my life. Yeah.
Something real quick?
try saying,
Get your lazy up before I start slamming cabinets.
Damn, that is you.
follow to stay in your divine feminine.
All right, so these are the same girls right here. These are literally
Yes.
the same girls.
Same people. One just dyed her hair blonde after
These
the
are literally the
embarrassment.
same girls right here. They're like they're gonna act like this.
Oh shit.
They're gonna act like this, but they really act like that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I stop helping them, all of a sudden.
Let's
they can't.
go. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
watch
that
this
was
one yet. I gotta watch this one.
Fire.
I'm gonna send that to my girlfriend. 'Cause
I'm
she's
dead. Oh my god.
All right. My algorithm after 2 a.m.
Nice bumper sticker, buddy.
Can we just get this over with? Just write me the ticket and I'll get it.
Interesting. I sent you this one. This guy. Did you watch this?
Yeah, I did. You can play it. Yeah, play it.
We don't have
play
to
it.
play this one.
Oh, okay.
It's basically a guy wanting to get a free picture with an Easter bunny, and I thought it was funny.
It was like very what is that guy's name? Hey, the fucking what
Yeah,
is he?
like that. Yeah.
What is his name? What is his name?
I don't know.
The comedian, the fucking Gabagool. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? We make fun of him.
Andrew
Yeah,
Dice. Andrew
Dice.
Andrew
He
Dice
does that on the
Day.
streets. He'll like go literally in public.
Jack and Jill went up a hill.
Yeah,
Jack came down with the thing up his ass. Oh,
Yeah, he does those public street rants. It's funny. Same
dickory
thing.
dock. Let me slobber on that cock. Oh, all right.
Cause I'm a faggot.
I'm a faggot. Oh.
All
So
right,
what do you bring to a relationship?
The giant horse cock weighs over 11 pounds. The giant horse cock weighs over 11 pounds.
That's good. I like that one. That was funny.
Holy shit.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Playing video games can improve mental health and life satisfaction. Yeah,
That was more just like one I need. Yeah, that was more for me than it was for you. Yeah.
No, but good for you. You're a sick fuck for what you did on that island. Price collection. Oh my god.
You see the guy's name?
Oh, that's good. There are significantly more vacant homes than homeless people in the United States. Yeah, that's true.
Hell yeah. They
That's
said
true.
1 in 4, by the way, like 4 homes for every.
Apparently, you
homeless person.
can get like a tax break if you invite one into your home.
That's crazy. Can you just claim homelessness and like have your child live there for free or something? That'd be sick.
That'd
actually.
be very sick. Any means by day, lover. When you're out with your abusive girlfriend and another woman looks at you, thanks. Now she's gonna beat me later. That's awesome. That's accurate. Why don't you introduce me to your friends, my friend?
Yeah. Go
How
ahead
about
and
you
click
can
that.
play-
Go ahead and click it. Go ahead and click it. Go I don't think we're gonna get copyrighted. For
No,
that
no
one.
no one's going after their rights for that one.
Oh my god. No, but for real though, bro. I feel like we have a lot of people.
I like that Jerking Hands wrote, my algorithm is perfectly tuned now.
8,000 likes too. Let's go.
Yeah.
How
How I look at my mom when she says, be careful, there are racists online. You ever watch Dexter? It's a pretty good show.
No. Just
It was good back in the day. It sucked now.
Okay, well, fair enough. Just the face, obviously. You got
Shorty just hit me with.
You're probably talking to other girls. I'm talking to myself. I'm schizophrenic. Now leave me and my boy alone. Jordy just hit.
Yeah, that's us. That's us.
That's what happens when you start a podcast, people. You get schizophrenic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, big time. Like when I told you that my girlfriend and I got in a little argument the other day because I was coming fresh off the pod.
Yeah.
And I was like in that mode still, and I was being such a snappy bitch to her, and it was like
she wasn't
feeling
yeah.
that. Yeah, she's kind of like, "What's that fucking attitude coming from?" And it's
Right,
really
because
I just got off talking to you.
You're probably like remotely like night and day different from who you are on the pod versus with her. I'm sure, right? Like,
Of course.
Yeah.
I told him I was on my period.
It's not that deep.
I would have a period every single day if it meant that you would never have one again.
Who do you know is most like this? Be honest.
Hassan.
Hassan's like that?
Yeah. Or Nick. Yeah. Oh,
Hassan is like that? That's funny.
For sure. Big incel, but big, like, you know.
Like, dude, I wish I could have a period to
just to take the pain away from you.
Let's look at this guy.
I mean, what's Spanish people? What the heck? You sound like a fucking retard.
Says the kid, dude, look at the way his eyes are spaced apart. This kid's retarded.
He's got fetal alcohol syndrome. What do you want?
Yeah. He's just like,
Just like all the celebrities.
Dude.
By the way, wait, quick segue before we go any further.
Yeah.
Your favorite football player is
Josh
a cuck,
Allen.
and it makes so much sense
No,
that you guys are the same person.
You haven't seen that movie. I saw the movie, actually.
Sinners?
Yeah, I saw Sinners.
How
You
about
didn't see it?
How about when
I can tell you.
there's an interview with Michael B. Jordan where she's like, say the thing. Do you remember the thing that made me laugh so hard on set? And he like walks up and stares her right in the face from like an inch away, and she's like giggling and her panties are all wet. He's fucked. Josh Allen's fucked. Fucked.
Look, I don't understand.
He's throwing 800 touchdowns this season, bro. That you should be happy.
Yeah, no, he's gonna rage bait for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's got headphones on, locked in the entire flight. You know what I mean? Like he's on his way.
He just listens to the noise cancellation too. He doesn't even listen to music. You know what
Jesus,
I mean?
that's a special psychotic right there. I love that.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you right now, Josh Allen's gonna win the Super Bowl this year. It's not.
He
even
has
close.
to. His wife's getting fucked on TV, bro.
All right, so I saw Sinners the other day.
Yeah,
on Saturday.
Of course you did, by the way.
I saw Sinners the other day.
Seems like a big Andrew movie.
It is a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah, and you risk your entire marriage for that movie. You know
easily one of the worst movies I've seen in recent history. It's fucking terrible.
What is the core? What is the
I'm not joking. It's a campy Blackula movie, and I'd probably get fucking hung for. Actually, not. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
That's a lot of unfortunate phrasing in one sentence.
Yeah. Jesus, that's not good. I could probably get shot for saying this. But
I mean, shot's not much better, honestly.
I'd probably.
You're like, I could get dragged behind a truck for this.
Probably get mugged in an alleyway for this, but no. But I'm telling you right now, dude, it's a Blackula movie, and I have a lot of people that hate that I say that. I've said that to a few people, and they're all like, "You're fucking insane."
Yeah.
It's a campy Blackula movie. That's all it is. It's a period
so Michael
piece.
B. Jordan is just kind of like this. Okay.
Michael B. Jordan plays a twin. He's like it's so odd.
So one of them's good, one of them's bad, kind of.
Yes,
thing?
And it just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's so bad. It's
Fair
so
enough.
terrible. And like Haley Steinfeld, I'm not gonna lie, like the scenes with her and him, it's not she instead of saying pussy, she says coos. I've never even known that to be a term before.
Coos?
I
thought that's what you put a beer in.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what I'm talking about, the little sleeve.
Yeah, that's good. No, her coos. So like I don't know, and then like the only like questionable scene is she like spits in his mouth.
Oh, that's hot.
She like spits in his mouth.
Yeah, and I bet she's never done that to Josh. He
No,
doesn't seem like the type to reciprocate.
She goes
something
Amazon
like
on Josh. I already know.
Yeah, she wins. That's but that's why he's a cuck, because she's gonna fuck Michael B in front of him. You know what I mean? Like he's
right. And did you hear what my boy Josh Allen said about that movie? He said it was great. Everyone should go watch it.
Oh man,
yeah,
poor
I know,
guy, dude.
He's gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
I've been there. Yeah, he's gonna have to. Otherwise, he's gonna have to kill himself.
He will.
Okay,
dude. I gotta say, him being with Haley Steinfeld is like a fucking crazy move, though. Because you want to know how that all came to be?
What?
So he was with his like early college girlfriend, right? Like for years and years and years and years, and they were engaged, and he started becoming the Josh Allen that he is now, and was like, I'm gonna fucking Jimmy Neutron my way out of this and get with some celebrity fucking strange.
Okay.
And now he's with Haley Steinfeld.
And now he's getting cucked. Yeah, that's crazy. The funny thing online is that people are talking like he's like, oh, he's 6'5", he's so intimidating, like he's not even worried about Michael B. Like Michael B's black. You lose.
Also, Josh Allen isn't really like he's kind of a big softy.
He's like a corn-fed white boy.
He's not like a 6'5".
He's not a 6'5" white boy that you're like, God damn, he's hung. He's more like a 6'5" white boy that's like, well, you know,
this guy's
like,
big and can
he wants to see all the
yeah.
facts and the body cam footage kind of white boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What a player, though, man.
What a player. And by the way, he's gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
He's gonna win the Super Bowl this year. He's
Yeah.
gonna get the first Super Bowl in Bills franchise. It's gonna be awesome.
First one, yep, and he's gonna do it pretty much single-handedly. He's gonna be like Tom Brady in 03. You know what I mean?
I mean, he was like, even last year, I mean, I was telling my friend the other day, he was throwing to fucking Cheesecake Factory dishwashers all season, and he made it into the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
I
like,
mean, even a dishwasher in the NFL is still like, I mean, they're gonna catch 8 out of 10 throws. You know what I mean? Like they have to be that good. You know
I mean, he got MVP last year. You know what I mean?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, he was the MVP last year.
Nice. I didn't know that.
He was. So
That's
like
cool.
I'm telling you, all things considered, he had an
I,
MVP year last year with the team that he had, and now this year he's gonna fucking win the Super Bowl. It's gonna happen.
Fuck yeah. I mean, I stopped watching football because I'm a Broncos fan, and we've had sad season after sad season. So
Why are you a Broncos fan?
I liked it's the gayest reason in the world.
No, it's
Everyone
fine.
thinks it's Tim Tebow, and I'm like, that would be better. It's actually that would be better than the reason I like
Why?
them.
Is it because you like horses?
Jay Cutler. I
Oh,
liked Jay Cutler because when I used to play video games, like it was one of the first Maddens I ever had, and then I had an
that was your
NCAA,
go-to.
and it was his NCAA. I played him in college, and then I followed him through the Broncos, and I was just like, I didn't have a team, so I was just like, I'm a Broncos fan now, and I kind of stuck with them, and the Tebow era, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of not, it was nice. We got a lot of
Yeah.
publicity. We made it to the playoffs. That was kind of like since Elway the biggest thing we had done. And then
Well, I
obviously
mean,
when we got Peyton, it was
yeah.
like it
Who
was love,
who who was my goat, by the way? I fucking love
Peyton was your
Peyton Manning.
goat? Oh,
Peyton
fuck
Man
yeah.
Peyton was my goat. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That
Fuck
was
yeah.
my
The man.
that was my favorite quarterback of all time.
All that forehead and he's still forgetful goat
All
though,
that
you know what I mean?
forehead and yeah, I love Peyton Manning, and then I transferred the torch to Josh Allen.
Well, I mean, it's strange transfer, but at
It
least you
is.
didn't go to Tom Brady, which is good.
Fuck no.
Good.
And I'm from that area too, so that's saying something.
Yeah, and I feel like that's part of why I don't really like the Rams or the Chargers or anything, because everybody out here is kind of a loser fan anyway, and the Raiders too. Like it's just like, all right,
Yeah,
like it's so.
yeah, I
If you're a
feel it.
Dodger and a Raider fan, like okay, cool, get in line with the other 50 million of you clones. Like you guys are all the same. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean
NPC
it's the same
lifestyle.
thing I feel about like I don't know, just Yankee fans and Boston fans. Like they're all
Exactly. They're
annoying.
just built, they're manufactured in a factory. They don't really exist. They don't have any personalities. They just absorb
It's
whatever is around their fan base, and
it's
that's
the
it.
same kind of people that still wear masks in like the
Mhm.
supermarket and shit, you know?
By the way, why is that coming back? Every time okay, so every time I see that, I freak out. I get fucking like what the like I get like traumatized.
Because it's
But
always Chinese people and they're onto some
no, it's
shit.
white people. And the worst part
Really?
is, yeah. And the worst part is, I was at the Airbnb like in Joshua Tree, and I fucking just put on some random like it was like in the mornings. I was just like coffee house, like fucking blues, jazz, like whatever live stream thing, right?
Sure.
They had B-roll going of a coffee house, and it's like people making pot and fucking this and that and the fucking powder and all that. And then one of the B-rolls is somebody doing like a transaction, and they both have fucking masks on.
Ooh.
And I was like, what? They literally threw off my whole shit.
And
I
you're
had
in
to
like the desert too, so it's like
yeah, I'm so Republican out there. We both have guns on us. Like it's just we're such a fucking different vibe out there than whatever that was. And no wonder it didn't touch the outskirts, and no wonder certain places stayed the way they did, because it's very obvious that it's a like city based mindset to have that like
yeah.
grown, I'm gonna put on a mask to protect everybody else. You're killing
Right, it's not for
yourself.
me, it's for you. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay,
interesting.
okay.
Yeah,
But then
interesting.
someone sneezes next to you and you're like fucking spraying the air
Yeah,
down
I
and
don't
shit.
understand. I don't fucking get it, man. I don't you can fucking take me. I don't fucking care. You know what I mean?
It's gonna take a lot more than that to kill me this time, is basically what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, dude.
you're gonna have to really invent a good psyop to bring me down and make me put a mask on again.
Yeah, it's true. Dude, we should do a bet where like if I should wear a mask to the Charlie Kirk event I'm going to, just see how many people comment on it.
Dude, everyone's gonna wear one too. You're not even gonna stand out at all.
Charlie Kirk?
Oh yeah. You know what happened when fucking Milo showed up to colleges, right? It was just
Oh my
fucking
God.
they would
Yeah, it was
lock him
wild.
out. They'd fucking throw shit at him. They were all
Well,
Democrat,
I'm going on the
all
side of Charlie Kirk though. I'm
I
like,
understand that,
yeah.
but what I'm saying though is that there's probably still going to be a fair amount of showing from the other side, is what I'm
No,
saying.
that's probably gonna be mostly from the other side. And like I'm not even like a Charlie Kirk like fanboy. I don't really even like
Are you sure?
particularly care for him that much. I just think it's cool that I mean it's true. It's a good point that if you don't show up to a debate, you lose, you know?
Right. And
So
speaking of debates and losing, did you see that Candace Owens was on Tim?
I did.
Oh my God. They're talking about Brigitte Nielsen, bro. I gotta watch
Brigitte
it.
Macron.
Yeah, who's Nielsen? Which one's that?
I don't know, but Brigitte
Oh,
Macron,
Brigitte Nielsen is the one that was married to Flava Flav. I'm
oh,
dumb as
okay.
fuck.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad.
Brigitte Macron is the
Yeah.
wife.
The man. The
Oh,
man
yeah,
woman.
the man. And like Candace
Yeah.
Owens, it's so petty, dude. It's fucking sick.
Six
Yeah.
episodes deep
I'm
about
gonna
this
watch
bitch.
it. I want to watch it.
All right, we'll get it. We'll do
I like Candace, dude. I think
we'll
she's
do
cool.
a review. We'll do a review. Yeah, she and Tim are your parents, basically, right?
They're my parents, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Charlie Kirk's like my drunk uncle that I don't disagree with everything that he says, but I
Right.
do disagree with a lot of what he says.
He like sends you to the liquor store.
Because I don't
like...
understand this is the thing. It's Candace Owens, it's Tucker Carlson, it's Charlie Kirk. The thing I don't understand is they get me to a point and then they just talk about religion and I just shut down. I just don't get it. I don't fucking understand it. I just don't get it.
The religion thing is sort of I mean, I feel like a lot of them do believe in it and they feel like this Christian revival thing happening right now with like Trump and kind of the right rising and being more of a, you know, open about their religious beliefs. But also what I think it is it's like a bit of it's the hot topic. It's a good way to get people to vote for you or to agree with you is
I agree.
It's like casting your net wider, you know
when
what I mean?
When Charlie Kirk says, like,
by the way, why not Nick Fuentes? That's the man right there.
I don't know who that is.
You need to look up like Nick Fuentes highlight reels, just like fucking he goes off, bro.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god. I think one of his rants was like women should shut the fuck up. Men or black men should be locked in prison.
All right,
and we'd all be happy for the most part.
Oh my god. See, like that's crazy. Like yeah, I mean like when Charlie Kirk says that women should give everything, like they shouldn't work. They should just be the most submissive they can be possibly to their man, but only if the man gives everything to Jesus Christ. And that's where I'm like, I don't know if I can really, I don't like.
Hey,
understand that.
I fully agree with that. I'm on team whatever his name is, Charlie Kirk for sure. There, women submissive, shutting the fuck up and being, you know,
right, but only if you're submissive to Christ.
If I would submit to anyone if they could get me a submissive woman. If they could give me a woman that would shut the fuck up and just be nice, yeah, I'd submit anything. Yeah. Count me in.
All right, let's watch this next one.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh my god, that was my first job. That Target. I used to work there. That was the Target I worked at.
Yeah, this is Tenderloin activities, by the way.
This is where I work, right here.
Yeah. By the way, who's following the cops?
I was gonna say, what's this guy on?
He's on a scooter. It's like
really?
The electric bike. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at someone commented, "You fast as fuck on that bike, though."
I was literally right over here yesterday. There's like a nice, fun little exhibit there. I went there yesterday.
5 weeks ago, there was some activity.
This is what I don't understand. Why do you
stabbing?
Like, so I don't understand
because of the algorithm. It will block the video and make it censored so less people can see it.
Yeah,
that's why they change rape. That's why they change a bunch of words.
I hate it. I hate it because it's not okay,
when they change shooting to like SH00T.
It's for the algorithm. It's not because of people getting triggered.
No, it's the algorithm.
Okay, good.
From what I understand, at least.
I hope it is, because I think it's a lot of things are from triggered, because it's like I just had to put together in my stupid mind what that was.
S plus abbing didn't make sense to me until you commented on it, and then I was stabbing last night.
Exactly.
But then it says he was stabbed in the abdomen.
Yeah.
So it's not for what you think.
So it's for being triggered, I think. Because it's like, okay. And
wait,
then once you get past this point, you get to
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, because he did write stab, so the algorithm would pick that up.
Exactly. So
maybe
it's for being triggered.
Oh, that's gay.
It's
dude.
gay.
That's
gay
gay
because you know what I just had to do? I had to put together, if I was triggered by being stabbed, then I just had to put together what that word was in my head, and now I'm triggered.
And now it means more to you because the level of effort you put in, instead of just reading the words.
Exactly. I just spent more brain power on learning what S plus abbing was.
Wow.
It's fucking stupid, bro.
Same
thing with
psyop.
rape. Same thing with all that. It is a psyop. It is a psyop.
This is the next psyop.
Anyways, that's just a side little plot within this video. I want to see what happens.
All right. By the way, it's such a lawless city that the cops don't even care that someone's like basically making an episode of Cops with them. You know what I mean? Live streaming the whole fucking thing.
I mean, that's like the last thing to worry about.
If I'm a cop, bro, I'm only 2 people, and I'm like I'm less than 7 feet tall. I'm not going into that neighborhood.
Wait, so this police officer rolled up on a lift bike?
Yeah.
What's up with
They
that?
they think this is the guy getting away or whatever. Because there was a report of a stabbing of a guy that matched this description or whatever the fuck.
All right. Well, most.
Yeah, it's just proven to you that the Tenderloin sucks. I wasn't really trying to dive
of course.
The funny stuff is coming up. You haven't even gotten to what I sent today, and you're still on Sunday, so we got to move through these, and you're gonna laugh so hard at what I've sent you from this point on.
I've seen this one.
Well, has the audience? Okay, so
that's what's gonna happen with the crater.
That's why India's got to go, right? Like, there's so many. There's so many.
Should I even click on this one?
Go ahead. Yeah, click it.
What do you want, you useless piece of shit?
Oh, baby, it's me.
Oh, my bad. What do you want, you fucking hijo de puta mother?
Selma Hayek is one of the most gorgeous people in the world.
She could cuss me into a grave, bro. Oh my god.
Selma Hayek is fucking beautiful.
I would take an 8-inch strap-on spiked dildo for 20 minutes for the chance to sniff a wet fart off the seat she just sat on. You know?
I feel you.
All right, bet.
This is great. I'm gonna click on this one, but she pulling my pork in ways that should be a ROM is very funny.
The Action Bronson ones are hilarious. I love that.
She's just bitching him out. That's sick. She's
sitting there just like
just taking it. Do I click on this one?
Click that one. Click it.
Damn, are you frying chicken in there? For real though. You pissed loud as fuck. That's pretty tough.
I used to say that to Angelica.
Damn, are you frying chicken in there?
I used to say that to Angelica whenever I'd see her come out of the bathroom. I would say that to her.
Pissing hard or what?
No, I just wanted to say that to her. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's cool. Scroll down. This guy, I think this is the one we got to get on the podcast, bro.
All right, this guy?
This guy, I believe so, yeah.
All right, this is an urgent message from Seth Moulton.
Yeah, this is the
urgent message for Seth Moulton, U.S. Representative for Massachusetts 6th Congressional District. Mr. Moulton, you must listen. The Jimmy John's sandwich store on One Harborside Drive, Boston, has been taken over by a Nephilim cabal working in connection with the Babylonian Brotherhood. Don't believe me? Then why are the employees of the Harborside Drive Jimmy John's all 9 feet tall and covered in a dense layer of scales? And why did I hear deep chanting and a tribal drum beat coming from the bathroom? Mr. Moulton, this is a matter of public health and safety. The Jimmy John's Nephilim cabal are ferreting copious amounts of Jimmy John's signature-kicking ranch sauce to Exxon CEO Terry Woods, who immerses himself in large vats of the sauce twice a week to improve his skin's hydration, prevent eye bagging, and achieve total immortality and a full mastery of the mortal plane. The sauce is loaded into what seem like ordinary cement trucks and driven to a secure facility 30 miles east of Arivaca Junction, Arizona. Mr. Moulton, you must fly to Arizona. Message for
Oh my god, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. Dude, we gotta get this guy. Oh my god.
Dude, why did I hear drum beats and why are they all 9 feet tall?
Dude, I love this. Mr. Moulton.
This is an urgent message for Seth Moulton, U.S. Representative for Massachusetts 6th Congressional District. Mr. Moulton, you must listen. The Jimmy John's sandwich store on One Harborside Drive, Boston, has been taken over by a Nephilim cabal working in connection with the Babylonian Brotherhood. Don't believe me? Then why are the employees of the Harborside Drive Jimmy John's all 9 feet tall and covered in a dense layer of scales? And why did I hear deep chanting and a tribal drum beat coming from the bathroom? Mr. Moulton, this is a matter of public health and safety. The Jimmy John's Nephilim cabal are ferreting copious amounts of Jimmy John's signature-kicking ranch sauce to Exxon CEO Terry Woods, who immerses
the audio is pretty behind, actually. Hold on. It's still going. Now it stopped. It's like 3 or 4 seconds behind, just so you know. So I don't know if you got to time that differently, but like you close the video and then the audio comes through like a few seconds.
Here,
still
let me
afterwards.
just reshare. It might be better. If not, it's probably
Okay.
just my computer bugging out. This
All
happened
good. All
recently.
good. All good. All good.
Dude, that is one of the funniest memes I've seen in a hot minute.
I knew that one was like right up your alley, so when I saw it, I had to send it. Obviously,
That one's a banger. Here,
fuck yeah,
actually, sorry, 1 second.
you're good.
Mr. Moulton.
It's been taken over by a cabal of Nephilim run by the Babylonian Brotherhood.
They'll shoot me tribal chants from the restroom.
It's funny
shit.
when you find out that tribal chant was just somebody getting their back blown out on their lunch break.
Oh my god, this one is incredible. Yeah, we got to talk to this guy.
Yeah, we got to get him on the pod. I don't know how he came up with that, but we need him.
We got to interview him, dude.
All right, guys, today I'm going to be talking you through how to take a Red Baron's thin crust or classic crust and make it better. Start by reorganizing the pepper. All right, now that everybody's here and listening, if you take a bag of flour and soak it in a 5-gallon bucket of diesel fuel for a couple of hours and you pull it out and let it dry for a couple days, you can take a fireworks fuse and put down in the bag of flour, and when you light it, you essentially have C4. Now, you put ball bearings or nails in here, man, you can make a lot of wonders. Follow for more life hacks.
Now that's how you beat the algorithm.
Oh my god, dude. That damn, these are all bangers, man.
Dude, it's all bangers. I'm telling you from here on out. These are bangers. This is how we close out the episode.
If I caught him jerking off, I would never ever stop talking about it.
Hey, first of all, if I caught Shane jerking off, I'd have to take him down. It would be, I'd have to fully physically contain. At first, it'd be like, I have to know you're stopping. So I'd fully take you down.
And I'd try to get it off.
I'm blocking.
I would try so hard.
That's
dude.
risk control.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely have to put you in a Kimura.
That would probably help.
Put you in a Kimura.
If you were grabbing my wrist.
If I had you in a, dude, I might put you in a Kimura. Start wrist locking you, dude. Fucking full fucking. If I put my feet on the wall and just fucking give you a full push. Dude,
that's a great porn.
What?
Just a guy jerking off, and then a bro running and trying to be like, stop, and then be like, you promised you would stop. And I'm like, I'm trying.
I can't help it. Chat, submit.
Kissing the neck.
It has to exist. If not,
we should definitely consider that. If Patreon eventually runs out, we're gonna have to get into the
for real
sex business.
No, dude. Honestly, if Patreon somehow takes a hard tank, we have to start just having sex on camera for OnlyFans. It's no other option.
It's either that or work. What would you rather do? Have gay sex constantly, or work?
It's tough.
It's a question.
It's not organic. It's not
as old as
organically.
time.
I mean, there's obviously there's nothing. Man, love is the most beautiful thing in the universe. But this wouldn't be organic homosexual love.
Yeah, it'd be two guys reluctantly fucking.
We'd be forced into homosexuality by fucking capitalism, dude. It's so fucked up, dude.
I hate capitalism that forced me into being a sex worker. If I caught.
All right, guys, today I'm going to be talking you through how to take a Red Baron's thin crust or classic crust and make it better. Start by reorganizing the pepper. All right, now that everybody's here and listening, if you take a bag of flour and soak it in a 5-gallon bucket of diesel fuel for a couple of hours and you pull it out and let it dry for a couple days, you can take a fireworks fuse.
I love that he's still putting the
bag of flour, and when you light it, you essentially have C4. Now you put.
Oh my god, that's good. All right, found a clip from Love on the Spectrum.
What, fool? What's up, bro? What the fuck? What?
I ain't saying it. That's us, dude. That's us. Dude, when he had to lock in there, he had to be like,
oh, is that you?
that's good.
Oh, fucking. All right, yeah, here we go. Here we go.
POV, you drive a Subaru. I could just smell this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is for all my really, really bad girls out there for pride. Stay bad.
He lives in the jungle.
Now that on my asshole, bro, would go crazy.
Oh my god, dude.
This is if we live together, by the way.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up with the photo?
Oh, that? Yeah, it's just like a conversation piece in case we had like people over.
Of the Twin Towers being attacked?
Yeah, that's 9/11. So basically, in like 2001.
Yeah, I know what 9/11 is.
Oh, good. So you're caught up. So basically, on 9/11.
Dude, my parents are from New York. What if they see this?
I think they'd have some pretty good insight.
I don't know, man. Don't you think it's a little bit fucked up?
Don't you think it's fucked up that the government would ignore multiple warnings of an aviation-related attack on our country?
No, it's just kind of tasteless.
Or that just a year before the attacks, a right-wing think tank consisting of some of Bush's administration conceptualized the idea of a new Pearl Harbor in order to justify increased military presence in the Middle East.
Come on, man. It's just that... Wait, is it actually true? No, what am I thinking, dude? There's 9/11 on the walls. I don't want 9/11 on the walls.
T-guy, hope somebody's naked. Oh, what's up? You guys still need your Wi-Fi fixed?
Yeah, it's been a pain in the ass lately, but...
9/11.
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
No, I like it. Brings the whole wall together. Looks really nice.
Appreciate it, man.
No, of course.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. What?
Well, dude, isn't it crazy that the primarily targeted section of the Pentagon was in charge of financial records? And the attack occurred only a day after a meeting was held about irresponsible record keeping?
Oh, come here.
I mean, kind of belongs on the wall.
See, this guy gets it.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of belongs on the wall.
Mr. President, they hit the second tower.
This fucking guy.
Also,
Wait. There was an end to it.
Oh,
shit. Can you cut forward?
Can I scrub? No, probably not.
Basically, it ended with he was saying like the guy's like, I'm gonna go take a piss. And he's like, go out. Next thing you're gonna tell me you didn't believe in the JFK assassination. Then he goes to piss and there's a picture of JFK in the fucking, over the bathroom.
Dude, the guy who like I don't know any single person, even from New York, that takes 9/11 jokes seriously. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Who
It's everyone
cares?
else. It's everyone else.
Yeah, I know. All right, me when I get asked a question.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
That was sick. All right.
Hello, princess. Looking to unwind? I find the best remedy to a stressful week is sitting back with a glass of red wine. It's just enough to take the edge off.
My girlfriend
Hello,
liked it.
princess. Looking to unwind?
Let's see.
Come on. Is this AI? Beats him. Yeah.
I can watch that. Why is that? Why is this video 10 hours?
Yeah.
The flapping in the wind and then I'd spin them all around and go. Have you seen them titties? Every time I think of them things, I'm giddy. She's far from the itty bitty titty committee. Come on, man, she could start her own team in the big leagues. I think about them just to pass the day. Man, I bet those fuckers ain't past the waist. If I laid on the ground with my head by your feet and she dropped them, they'd probably smack my face. You want to know who I would?
I'd pay for vocals. Is this what our children watch on TV? Oh wait, is this the one?
Oh yeah, don't
Okay,
play
all
that
right.
one. Don't play. We'll get banned, dude. Don't
Okay,
play that
all right,
one.
we won't put
Watch that
on.
one later, though.
All right,
please.
all right, I will. I'm glad you told me earlier because we were about to get in trouble. So, about to
It
erase this
changes
entire
so
episode.
quick. It changes so quick. It is not appropriate. All right.
Can I pause and watch it?
Yeah, pause real quick and watch it for yeah.
Okay. Folks, we'll be back momentarily. You won't feel like anything happened.
Yeah, you feel like nothing. People from the same people from West Virginia, that whatever part of Babylonian speaks or whatever that bitch is from, it's the same people. It's
That's
it's
insane.
terrible humor.
All right, moving on here.
Babe, my period is hurting me.
Your period is what?
Hurting me.
Let me have a word with your period. Don't you ever hurt her. Wow!
Babe, my
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
I see, dude, you get all these kinds of videos.
Do you love the way I do when I'm loving your body? And do you love the way I do when I'm loving your body? La la loving your body, la loving your body, babe.
That's Ash, by the way, on his.
That's
vocal.
Ash.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Ash. This is how you asked me earlier, like, what do you think? What do I think you're doing when we're not talking? It's that. That's literally you.
Bro, that and heroin are the only two things that get me going in this lifetime.
Yeah. No, that's you, man.
Look, Gary, my shoes are untied. You know what to do.
Mom.
All right, here we go.
Freddie Mercury, did you see that?
All right, last one.
This one isn't even funny.
Time to
This
live
is just,
forever.
like, insane.
100%.
God, imagine being him, dude.
Just imagine that life, bro. Literally.
I got one more.
What you got?
Let me
Check
make
it out.
one food prediction before we leave.
Please.
Watch out for the return of sherbet.
Is
Thank
it
you.
rainbow or is it orange?
I'm not God.
Yeah, man. So, what's that guy's deal, Brian Johnson, man?
I think
What's his deal?
everybody just needs something, and that he found importance in being
Like
a
what you
healthy
said
grief.
earlier was really profound. You said like everyone's got their own version of autism, you know,
Yes,
and I think
yes.
that's kind of his, right? But it's like, fuck, man, like
Yeah, and I think that really all of this comes full circle to the idea that like what RFK is doing is God's work, because this is an epidemic in not only this country but in the world at this point. And something's got to give. We got to get to the bottom of this. I don't want to bring a child into the world where I'm basically guaranteeing him one of these autisms unless I can pick. If I can pick,
yeah. Well, if you're
it's a different
picking,
story. If it's
what-
like
if you're-
CRISPR,
if you're If you're picking, what is it?
I'm
If you're
picking
picking.
I'm picking the train autism or the
Yeah, that's
crystal
a good
autism
one.
because those are easy. You know what I mean? The
All right,
other
I'm
ones
not
are,
picking the I'm not picking the beat off autism though. I'm not.
dude. I told you about the chalk, right?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is not to embarrass anybody or anything like that. It's just it's objectively funny to just know this as a fact. But unfortunately, there are some versions of autism where like the motor skills and the dopamine and the thing, basically like they need to jerk off a lot. Like
Sure.
they jerk off like 50 times a day type thing, not like three or two or like a couple times a week. Like they're like going at it. Like you talk to them and they just fucking going at it. So there used to be kids that would walk around, like three of them with like talcum powder chalk, like fucking like on their hands. And I remember like asking someone one day, like, what's up with the ones that have the chalk? You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Because they're like, it's, you see a group of people, you tend to kind of know what's going on with who and all that. And you see the ones with chalk and you're like, well, what's their thing,
Yeah.
and it turns out that the chalk is sort of it's like a lubricant so they don't chafe their thing from just dry beating 24/7.
Oh.
Yeah. So like,
Really?
yeah. So
Oh, fuck. I didn't know that.
yeah. So if you ever see like chalk on their hands or like around their waist, that like from grabbing,
Are you
pulling it, like,
serious?
yeah,
Oh shit, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh boy.
yeah. So yeah, if someone ever asked you to put chalk on your hands, there was ulterior motives. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
What?
No, that's incredible. I didn't know that that was a
Yeah,
thing.
that's pretty. I feel like that was pretty widespread knowledge, but
I don't know.
yeah,
It takes a while for things to get to me. So
yeah. What is that? Why are you so like in the know but out of it at the same time?
just focused on other things, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like moving. It's gonna be a big deal for you, huh? Goodbye.